So you're looking to move to Los Angeles? Well, here's everything that you need to know.
Hi, I'm Marco.
And I'm Ethan.
And we make videos about creating our life together here in LA.
Today we're going to be giving you our top 5 tips on everything that you need to know about moving to Los Angeles and how to make that move as smooth as possible.
We're going to be giving you guys all the details. Also, make sure to stay till the end because we're going to show you a quick clip of our new apartments. But before we get started on our tips to moving to LA, we thought it'd be beneficial to give you guys a little bit of perspective as to why we made the move to LA in the first place.
So for me, I am actually about 9 months into my chapter here in Los Angeles. I moved from North Carolina. I have wanted to live in Los Angeles since as long as I can remember. I feel like it's for many of you, and for myself, it was always a dream of mine. And for me personally, my move was a bit more for life expansion and just to start kind of a new chapter, and just wanted something fresh. I wanted to be somewhere where there was just a bit more happening. There were more like-minded people who were a bit more like creative, and LA provided all of that for me. So yeah, that's how I ended up here in Los Angeles.
For me, it's a little different. I was actually born in California. I'm up in Northern California, and I figured it'd be an awesome opportunity to come down to Southern California. So I actually went to college down here. Went to college over in Orange County, which is a little different from like LA per se. But recently I actually got a new job and it gave me the opportunity to move up here. So I figured it'd be just, yeah, an awesome experience to just be able to live kind of the LA lifestyle. That's kind of how I got here.
So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get into our first point. All right, point number 1 is move with intention. I think that one thing you will quickly learn about living in Los Angeles is that most people who live here are here for a reason. Given the amount of effort and the cost and things that you do have to go through to live here, you want to make sure that that time and financial investment is for a reason. So whether it's for college, career, just being around new, fresh types of people, or like in my case, it was just a new chapter. I was ready to kind of expand in my life. I mean, for me personally, my intention for being in Los Angeles was to start a new chapter and grow as a person. I felt like where I was before, I had kind of capped out on my ability to grow, and LA really offered everything that I needed to grow. And so when things get crazy or challenging or difficult, I go back to my intention, which is I'm here to grow. And if I'm being challenged, or if I'm experiencing things I've never experienced before, it's okay because it means that I'm growing. And I think that, having an intention has really helped me get through a lot of the things that I've gone through here and really appreciate the whole process of living here.
All right, so that brings us to point number 2, which is network, network, network. Before you move here, as well as soon as you move here. I think anytime that you come into a new city or a new space, especially a big city like LA, it's important that you do have, your friend group, just so that you feel comfortable and yeah, just safe, A couple great ways to meet some new people are through social media. So that could be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook groups, just really try and find some people that have similar interests with you, and that'll make it easy for just the connection to be really natural.
Also, if you can, try to move here with a friend, because I did that and I feel like it definitely made things a lot easier to want to go out and be social, because I didn't feel alone in the process. I mean, when you moved here, you kind of knew some people?
Yeah, luckily, because I was in Orange County, kind of already had a couple of friends here in LA, so that made my move very smooth. Just because I felt, like I had my group of people that I could go out with.
But I guess, yeah, the bottom line is try to build a little network before you get here. That way when you do get here, it's you're a bit more confident, and yeah.
So on top of making friendships and kind of building your group, I think it's also important on kind of like a business sense to build a good network. I think there's a lot of opportunities and different individuals that you can meet here in different, types of business. So I think if in case anything, if you were to lose your job, or if you simply wanted to get into a new career space, having that network there for you would be very beneficial. And from our experience, a lot of people here have been very helpful. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind as well.
All right, point number 3 is sublease before committing to something longer term. So for myself, when I moved, I actually utilized one of the Facebook groups for housing here in Los Angeles. There's a ton of them. I can try to attach a couple screenshots here of just groups that I have found to be really helpful. When my roommate Alyssa and I moved, we actually actually uploaded a picture of ourselves onto that Facebook group.
It was literally like a Tinder bio.
It literally was. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're trying to find your right match, and yeah, but living in Los Angeles, you want to be in a community and a neighborhood that feels like a good fit for you. And luckily for us, we had a person reach out that had a space available for the perfect amount of time, the perfect budget, and it was fully furnished, which is a huge benefit to subleasing before committing. And it gave us the opportunity to really explore Los Angeles for a few months to make sure that we did really like the city and check out neighborhoods before committing to something longer term. And I think that that really helped it feel a little less scary. Even though we were moving across the country, it just made things feel a bit less committal, which I think is important whenever you move here. Yeah, because it can be a little overwhelming. Another thing to note is that with the current climate of the rental market here, it can take a minute to actually find longer term spaces that do feel like home. I mean, I think for you and I, like when we were searching, we of course had preferences on like things that we were looking for. But even with that, we still kept an open mind, and it took a couple months to find a place that really felt like a good fit for a long-term living situation here in LA. So if you do find a sublease that's available, really try to use that time to explore neighborhoods and seriously keep an eye out for longer-term places that could be a good fit.
So that leads us perfectly into point number 4, which is find a neighborhood that fits your lifestyle. So kind of how Ethan was saying that as soon as you get here, make sure to explore. It's very important to kind of have an idea of what neighborhood you want to live in, especially when you're signing usually like a 12-month lease to even longer lease. Lucky for me, you know, I was kind of in the area and Ethan was already living in LA, so I was able to visit, and along that journey, I was able to check out a lot of different neighborhoods. A few favorite neighborhoods that we've really grown to love are Culver City, Santa Monica, Venice, Larchmont, Miracle Mile, Silver Lake, West Hollywood. Yeah, kind of ramble them down, but make sure to write those down because those really are like really safe communities. They're very walkable, which is great. Definitely recommend those places to check out and hopefully even find your first home here in LA.
All right, so tip number 5 is have realistic expectations when you move here. I feel like for so many people who are looking to move to Los Angeles, you hear lots of polarizing opinions on the area, the cleanliness, the types of people, the culture here. And while there is some truth to all of that, there is also a lot of truth to the fact that Los Angeles is a real life city with real life working people who live very like average everyday lives. But it's important to have realistic expectations and know that it's not the Hollywood glamorous thing that you see in movies, but ultimately it's a fantastic place to live. I think it's riddled with opportunities and fun things to do, which for me, at least in this chapter of my life, is exactly what I was looking for.
All right, so the part that you guys have all been waiting for to kind of check out our new spaces. I actually got my place about like a month or 2 ago. Ethan got his.
Yeah,
about the same
yeah,
time.
About the same time.
So yeah, we have a couple of clips of us kind of like first moving into our different apartments. But yeah, check them out.
We had so much fun sharing our tips with you guys, so if this content was valuable, please hit the like button below and click the subscribe button because we have a lot more content coming out about our life in Los Angeles, our apartments, adventures we go on, and
yeah, and if any of you guys are thinking of moving to LA, drop a comment down below. But with that, we hope you guys join us in our journey of creating our life together in LA.
Bye guys.
Bye. That was good, right?
That was good.